Welcome, everybody, to SLIDESTYLE, presented by Alex on your screen. This is round 5 of the Drift Tournament. We are at Mondello Park. We are looking at this lineup of absolutely ridiculous drift racing machines, and they are ready to get side by side and burn it down all the way around this awesome course we have for you this evening. These guys are all practiced up, they're ready to go. We had the double header this evening, so these guys qualified right beforehand, so they are all warmed up, ready to go, and they also know what everybody else has in store for them. We are ready to get things fired up here, so we're gonna do a couple of quick recaps over everything. First look we're going to take is at our bracket here, and as you see, Kakumba is sitting there all by his lonesome right here at the front of the line, and that is because he has received a bye round. We only ended up with 11 qualified vehicles for this event, which means the lead car gets a bye run. He moves on to the next round. All he has to do is show that he can get to the finish line. He could do it in reverse if he wanted to. All he has to do is get through the course one time and make sure his car is running and within the rules, and he is on to the next round. After that, we have Jay and Damien with these two mean machines right here. Jay with that 4-door Corolla. New SLIDESTYLE rules allowing some 4-door vehicles to enter the fray and see what they're all about, and that is a great car to show it with. Behind them, we have Theory and Akuza. Theory switching over from the S15 gang to the Mustang crew, and Akuza with his trusty R34 over there. Looking good as ever with that new paint scheme on it. Foxy and Ultimate coming out behind those two guys, and they are ready to rock and roll here. That is going to be a run for the ages, and one that we've got our eye on for certain is Scum and DK with the horsepower machines here. The Lamborghini and the all kinds of horsepower Mustang there, and then bringing up the rear is a line that everybody, or a pairing, mind you, that everybody is going to have their eyes on. Wayne and Potatoes. These guys are the kings of car control. We go over the specs for these vehicles this evening, as they all are running the stock engine block, no engine swaps, nothing crazy like that. They got to run with what they came with. Got to be under 1,000 horsepower, but they could run right up to it if they needed to. You got to be rear wheel drive. 17 to 20 inch wheels. You got to have all 4 wheels all the way around. These machines have got to be the same. You can have different air pressure front and rear. They got to be the same all the way around. You got to have a front bumper on these machines, so that way when we're judging for collisions or anything like that in between rounds, if there is any incidental contact or anything like that, and the front bumpers being on the cars lets us see better who made contact where, when, and how. We'll check out our rules for this event. It's a 12-driver single elimination bracket. Of course, 11 drivers tonight, like we were just explaining. Kakumba is not going to be running against anybody, but every round, well, except for Kakumba's round, is going to be decided by fan votes. So you guys, after you watch their lead run and their chase run, these guys switch, they run again, and you guys will make your vote after watching the replays and let us know who you think should move on to the next round. And we have the breakout round, the eliminator, the contender, and then the final is the showdown. Any tiebreakers, if there's a tie vote in the breakout and eliminator round, those go directly to the event director, which is yours truly. And I won't vote, so we say everybody's vote counts. That includes me, so I will not vote, and if there is a tie, I will make my vote, and that person will move on to the next round. Then there was, of course, the fan vote. In the eliminator round, there are the 3 drivers that do not move forward will be put into a vote. You guys will let us know who you want to see go one more time. Those guys will run their pairings, and then we will vote on that to see who makes it into the contender round. Now, in the contender and showdown rounds, I don't have the tiebreaker anymore. If the votes are under 20%, the cars will run again, and you guys will vote again, and we will see who makes their way through. We will take a quick look at the course here before moving forward. As you see, Kakumba is lined up here on the starting line. That is where the cars will start this course out at. The chase car, the way we launch here in SLIDESTYLE is we don't have any fancy green light system or anything like that. The drivers let each other know when they're ready to go, and they will hear race control in their ears tell them that they are good to go. And then at that point, the chase car is going to roll forward first to let the lead driver know that he is ready to move. The lead driver will take off, and both cars will initiate into the first corner, which you can see here. We have a sweeping S-bend that these guys will be making their way through, or getting their cars transitioned back over through this straightaway section here. Big wide 180-degree turn. It is going to lead for some interesting door-to-door contact there, I'm sure, before we lead into what we've been calling the funnel, which is a super tight entry that opens up on the way out, but it is just an awkward, you're coming out of the long 180, and to make this entry here, and you can see some of the skid marks on the course here where people had to lock the brakes down, and then coming out to the finish here, and it is going to be a wild and interesting one for sure. So we are going to get a good view of the course here and the bracket. Move our drone overhead, and we can see Kakumba's car is lined up on the starting line, and he is going to make a pass all on his own here. So we will see what his car is made of as he takes his bye run here. Gets him a little practice warm-up run in. As we fly overhead, and he gives us a great overview of this course. That right there, my friends, is how you navigate that funnel turn. It's absolutely the way to do it, and that is the way to go. So let's get a look at that replay here. There is we see Kakumba's car. He's definitely got the power there, and it's going to be interesting in the next round to see who he goes up against between Jay and Damien here. And his handling of that funnel, the funnel curve there, just absolutely shows you how to get the job done. And that is how you need to do it. We come back here and we see our pairing of Jay and Damien, with Jay on the lead, Damien in his beautiful S15 there. We are going to see what these guys can do as they burn it down. As we were saying, the chase car rolls first. These guys will show you how it's done. They let each other know they're ready to go. Damien takes off and they move into that first corner. Let's see what they've got here with Damien on the chase. He's able to stay right on the rear bumper of Jay there. They take slightly different lines through the S-curves, but they're able to make it happen. Let's see what they do in the long 180 here. Damien stays right on the door. Jay gets out in the dirt, but he's able to hold on to that car. Gets in the dirt again, heading into the funnel. Is it going to over-rotate on him? It does not. He holds on to it. Little bit of contact there. It doesn't seem to change the line any, and they both make it clean across the finish line. We'll call that incidental contact there. I don't think it changed anybody's line. So we'll get a look at that replay. What a start to an event right there. stay off the wall there. So we will take another look at that and see what happened to Jay right at the beginning of that line. Or we will watch the end of their last run. Replay's not wanting to cooperate with us this evening, but we're gonna have the vote up in the chat. You guys saw their run, so take a look at that. But there's the replay is just showing them heading on back over. I have no idea what's going on with this thing this evening, but we are going to head right on back over as we see our next pairing is Theory and Ebisu, while we get the vote rolling there for Jay and Damien. Is who do you think moves on to the next round? As we look at these two beautiful machines right here. To go there as we look at Theory and Ebisu's machines. Two absolute beautiful racing machines here. These are some awesome looking cars. Mustang and that Nissan GTR. All right, well, it looks like the vote is coming down to it here. And I think, yep, I think that's what it was. That little bit of contact there, it came down to it on the vote. And Jay is going to come away with the win. We move on with our next tandem pair here of Theory and Ebisu, with Theory going to be taking the first lead pass. We are going to have Kakumba and Jay lined up against each other next round, but we will see as we fill out the bracket here on this round what we have up next. So we will see what these guys have got for us. As race control gives them the go-ahead, they flash their lights, they let each other know they're ready. Ebisu takes off. Theory takes his spot in the lead position. You can see the power in that Mustang, but Ebisu is absolutely making sure he keeps up there. He gets off in the dirt a little bit. He has to slow it down, but he gets back in the throttle, takes the inside line. Will he catch back up to that Mustang coming through the funnel turn here and causing lots of drivers trouble? And Ebisu does a great job getting back in there. Theory does manage to run away from him here at the end just a little bit. Hopefully we can get another view of that. Here we go, we'll get to see these guys full launch here. As they go to take off, you see them flash their lights, letting each other know they're ready to go. Ebisu got a good launch there, but that horsepower in that Mustang, man, is absolutely, it is tough to keep up with for sure. And Ebisu did an awesome job staying in the throttle and managing his line to be able to stick with it. But you can see that Power and control from Theory, man. You never count him out. You know he's going to be able to put that car exactly where it needs to be any given time. And he absolutely did that. So we will see they are lined up again here. We have Yakuza on the lead this time. So we are going to see what these guys have got. Theory lets him know he's good to go. He rolls. Yakuza takes off. So let's see if he can keep all that horsepower in behind that R34, which it looks like he will be able to. And Yakuza is throwing down a whopper of a lead line, bringing it right around the middle of that 180. Theory is keeping up with that Mustang and staying right off the rear bumper, right in each other's door through the funnel turn. Getting a little rubber on the door panel there of Yakuza's machine, and they come through the finish cleanly. It is looking good. We will get a second look at that run for certain. And the vote will be in the chat for Yakuza and Theory's run there. All right, the vote is up in the chat. We're going to get a replay of Yakuza's lead run here. Great job managing his leading line there. Comes right, keeps it right down the middle of that 180. As they lock it back around to that funnel turn there, you can see Theory thought they were ready to throttle it back up, and Yakuza said, not yet, not yet. It didn't affect their lines any. And I would say that was great work from both drivers there. So we're going to see what the vote reflects. So make sure you get your vote in, let your voice be heard on who you think should move on to the Eliminator round. As this event rolls on, in the meantime, we're looking at Ultimate's Mustang here. Foxy's BMW. Clean looking machines, about as opposite as they can be. You got the white, shiny and flashy versus just the dark and menacing red Mustang over there. So it's gonna be an interesting lineup. These guys have pretty similar driving style, so it's gonna be fun to see how they're able to work together and against each other. That's the unique thing about drifting, is you're not only are the two drivers working as a pair to get through the course together and not damage each other's equipment, they're also trying to outdo one another at the same time. It is definitely a unique circumstance. Always a fun time to watch. All right, the votes are making their way in. It looks like Theory has got the edge over Yakuza here by just a little bit. And him being able to run away with that Mustang power is giving him the edge on the votes. We'll get those in. You see, there you go. Theory with the victory. Moving on. So now we have Ultimate and Foxy. They wiggle their wheels. They let each other know they're ready to go, and we are ready to see what they have got here for us today. Foxy rolls on. Ultimate takes his position. That BMW is going to be able to keep up with all that Mustang power. That is for certain. We'll see if he was able to match the angle. Lots of speed here. They're going to have to get control of that headed into the funnel turn here. Look at them both right on the white line on the outside of the turn there. Let's see how they fare through this tight right-hander. Foxy gets all the way up. They bump, they bang a little bit, but they both hold their line. And they make it out of there. What a good run from those two. This has been quite the show so far. As they make their way back around to switch positions, we'll take a look at the replay of that run. You can see them letting each other know that they are ready to go. Great transitions there, both drivers just within inches of each other. We'll see if Ultimate's able to do the same on his chase run here, but put down a great leading line. Now this is where things got a little dicey. You can see Foxy gets in there, just makes contact. He's able to gather it back up. They only touched him one time. Same as before, I don't think it affected the run any, but that funnel turn is going to do that all night long. That is for sure. As we swap lead and chase positions here, we now have Foxy on the lead, and we're going to see if Ultimate can stay right on that rear bumper. What lead line Foxy is able to put together here. And gets rolling. Foxy runs away from him a little bit there, taking the inside line, trying to gain a little bit of an advantage early. Makes his way into the big 180 turn. They touch a little bit there, a little bit of contact. Ultimate made sure not to turn Foxy around. Good sportsmanship there all around, because he could have just clambered right inside of him. But then Foxy gets into the tire barrier a little bit there. We're gonna have to take a look at this replay to kind of unpack everything that just went on there. They flashed their headlights saying, hey, that was a fun run there. Take another look at that one. They get ready to launch here. Foxy definitely took off on him right off the start there. Got a good gap going. And you can see Ultimate tries to make up for it here going into the 180. But he overcooked it a little bit and made the tap there just on the rear bumper. Foxy's able to hold on to it, but then makes his way in, and he does get into that tire barrier just a touch. Ultimate's still not able to get back to his rear bumper there. The vote is in the chat. Definitely take a look at that. We'll see. It's a tough call here, so definitely get your votes in and let us know who you think should move on to the next round. As we look at the two next cars up here, of DK and Scum. Check out this awesome paint scheme here on this Lamborghini. Got the Joker style going a little bit here. See off the front of that machine, and then the colors in the wheels, and you can hear those twin turbos in the rear. Machine is absolutely ready to go. And then of course you got DK's big mean muscle machine. And it looks like in that last round, Foxy comes away with the vote win. Squeezes it out on Ultimate there a little bit. He will move on to the next round. Our votes make their way into our system, and you see it reflected there. Foxy with the win. We move on to C between DK and Scum. Scum has got this crazy Lamborghini power, and in qualifying, this thing absolutely came out like a rocket ship. So we'll see if he is able to control that machine. Behind DK's muscle power here, we'll see what they've got. Race control gives them the go-ahead, and they are ready to move on here. They let each other know they're ready. Scum rolls on, takes an inside line there. Oh, and I don't know what happened to him there. He disappeared on us. Oh, he comes back out. He must have lagged out a touch there. Something funky went down, but he is using all that power and speed to come back. Oh, and gets into the tire barrier in that Lamborghini there. Not sure what's going on there. DK putting down an absolute banger of a line. So we will take a quick look back here, see what all was going on there. Oh, replay went a little funky on us there. All right, so let's try it one more time. The Scum heads out to the inside there. And his car sure did reset. Not sure what happened there. What the situation was with that. But they were able, he was able to finish the line out, so we'll see what he does on his lead run here. We always say never give up, because you never know what's going to happen with your opponent. So we will see if DK is able to hold on in the chase position here, because they are ready to make their next run. DK lets him know he's rolling forward. He says, let's do it. And Scum says, yes, sir. With all that Lamborghini power and speed right off the line, is DK will be able to keep up with it here. Good angle there from DK, but you see that Lamborghini power straight to those rear wheels. It just takes off like a rocket ship. That is such a light machine there, but DK is not far away from him. He is managing. Just see the speed out of that Lamborghini. It's such an impressive piece of racing machinery there, that is for sure. Joker paint scheme, man. It makes it look mean while it's doing it. We will see if we can get another look at that one. See the quick launch there from the Lamborghini. And it's like he had somewhere to be. He had to get out of there. DK was able to get back to him at the end of the S-curves there. He had all that angle, but the Lamborghini just kind of straightened up and took off on him. So the poll is in the chat. Let us know who you want to see move on. And as that vote is going in the chat, we look on to our next pairing here. Wayne and Potate. Wayne rocking his 180 here, Potate in his BMW, both super clean looking machines. You got the Falcon livery here on Wayne's ride. Royal purple over here on the BMW. Looking clean as can be. And these two drivers right here are all about the control and precision. It is going to be some kind of interesting to watch this run here. This is something we usually run into in the contender round, our semifinals, but we're getting it right here in the first round this month. These guys are going to put down a show, but before that, we're going to see between DK and Scum who gets the votes. As it comes down to it, the last couple seconds here tick off the clock. We're gonna see between DK and Scum who takes it away. It's looking pretty much to be in DK's favor. He'll be moving on to the next round. That is what happens. DK is gonna move on. So as we await to see what I'm sure will be fireworks here between Wayne and Potate, I can't wait to see it. We await the go-ahead from race control here. These guys are, I'm sure, itching to tear it up, so we will see what we get here. They flash their lights. They let each other know they're ready. Potate says, let's do it. See the strength of Wayne's machine there, but Potate is not just going to let him run away. They get super close there. They may have touched on the transition, but Wayne is able to hold on to it. We'll have to get the second look at that. But they come around and they make it through the funnel turn here. What's going to happen? They get close. Potate plays it a little safe. I think it was a little too close for comfort earlier. And he wants to make sure that they can survive into the next run as they swap lead and chase. But what a good showing there. We're going to see the replay while these guys get lined back up again. They both got a good launch there. Let's see on this transition coming up if there was contact or not here. It sure looked like there was live. Just a touch there. They just got off sync with their timing on the transition. But otherwise, great looking run out of both drivers here, so they're gonna swap it over. We've got Potate is gonna be on the lead this time around with Wayne on the chase. We'll see if there's any similar situations on the transitions or if they are able to get the cleanest run they can through here. Wayne rolls up, lets him know. Potate says, let's do it. They're gonna get a good launch into the first turn. Matching each other's angle there beautifully. What a great transition in the first S-curve. They kick back and forth here. They make it into that long 180. Can Wayne get right up there to the door? He's trying to. He gets there. Is able to make the transition into the funnel here. They almost tie. Oh! And Potate loses it. Spins it all the way around, does a donut. Wayne says, get on back in front of me. Let's finish this thing out. Always love this sportsmanship from our slide style drivers. Potate unfortunately losing that one. We'll get another look at it and see what happened. So they let each other know. The vote's in the chat here if you want to go on and make that happen. You see the great start from both drivers, picture perfect through the first few curves here as they make their way around. 180, the 180 SX of Wayne there making that 180 turn look super simple. Now they come together here, and the camera angle wasn't in a great spot. I don't think there was any contact until Potate started to over-rotate, and he did make the full 360 there. These cars are getting lined up for the next round as we await the votes here, but that was a close one there at the end. I don't think there was any contact from Wayne before Potate's car started to turn around. Definitely an interesting situation there. But as we hang out and wait for the vote to move on, we take a look over at the chat and see what all's going on. TJ with the resubscribe for Alex on your screen. He says 9 months. We appreciate it. We love the support. There's a subwoofer instead of subwoofer. I love the name. What's going on? Nose is here. He wasn't able to qualify to make the event today, but he is here to watch the main. Same with Malte. Those are regular drivers of ours, but they're here to hang out. Mike is up there hanging out with us. Jay is in the chat. Everybody is always hanging out. And my wonderful sister Tracy is here. My mom is watching as well. She always does. And Potate says that spin was all on him. He did not hit him. He said he just had too much in it. We appreciate that. So here comes the votes make their way in. And we got to thank BMS in pay here with the follows since we've been streaming today. We appreciate everybody as we get ready to move on into the next round here as Wayne takes the win. So that will give us our eliminator round bracket as we see the first two cars here. I was trying to say the first two pairs. The first cars in the first pairing are going to be Kakumba and Jay, with Theory and Foxy filling out group 2, DK and Wayne rounding out that group. Now you see the extra redemption group down there at the bottom on your screen, and that is for the drivers that do not make it through to the next round on first vote. We will all be voting on those 3 drivers as to which 2 you want to see. So basically your favorite that you want to see run again, you're gonna give them a vote and they will get to run one more time as to who makes the contender round to fill out the final 4. So Kakumba and Jay roll up here. Absolutely love these cars, man. So beautiful. The BMW and the Toyota over here. The first time somebody has run the Corolla hatchback in a slide style event, and it seems to be working wonders for Jay here. So we'll see what he's able to do with it as these guys go to take off on their run. We'll see what they get. Race Control is going to give them the go-ahead here. This is going to be an interesting run here, of course. Two guys that are practically family here with Alex on your screen. We always love to have them around, but they are absolutely burning it down here on their run. Jay is able to get back up to the, oh, Kakumba slows it down, comes almost to a stop there. Jay gets into the side of him. They are both able to keep it moving. I'm not sure what happened there. That kind of threw their flow all off there. We'll have to see the replay and see what went down there. Man, Kakumba just had so much momentum going into that big 180-degree turn, and that car just came to a stop. I don't know if there was a network lag or what it may have been there, so we're going to take another look at it. See if we can't get an idea of what was going on. And Kakumba definitely got the launch there and started to run away from Jay. And Jay said, oh, well, I'm going to make this back up. And he definitely had the speed to get there. Kakumba gets in. And it's almost like he missed a shift or something there. I don't know what happened with that car. It just came to a stop. And, of course, Jay, there was not a thing he could do. That car was already sideways. He had already initiated his drift. But I'm not sure what to make of that one. I mean, I would say out of fairness, because we do have our penalty system, and even though these guys are, of course, great friends of mine, we are supposed to use our penalty system fairly. And I don't know if it was a misshift or what it was, but Kakumba's car seemed to just completely come to a stop there. So we're gonna have to apply the penalty on Kakumba there. It's only a 20% vote penalty in the first round. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not the first round. It's a 20%. I lost my train of thought there. Let's try that one more. That's gonna have to be a disqualification, but we don't like to just straight up disqualify people here in Slide Style. We want everybody to have an equal shot at their lead and chase run. But I'm gonna have to go on ahead and lay that one down and say that I don't know what happened. We know it was a mistake, but definitely initiated contact there. So we'll see what happens as they flip it up and run the other way around, and hey, who knows? It could go back the other direction. We will see what happens here. Kakumba gets his launch. He is ready to go. Jay is right there with him. Look at the angle that little Corolla is able to pull off. So if Kakumba is going to have any chance of staying in this, he's going to have to be right on that door all the way through. He's doing a great job of that so far. Matching the angle as well. It's hard to do with that tiny Corolla out there in the dirt, but it holds on. Now let's see how they handle the funnel turn here. Jay is way out to the outside, which worked to his advantage, making it through the turn. That's about a perfect a run as you can get on this course out of Jay's Corolla there, but Kakumba's BMW machine is no slouch, staying right behind him all the way through it. See that one more time. And as we're watching the replay and we wait for these cars to take off, take another look back over in the chat here. We were talking about our buddy TJ Broshi with the resubscription. He gifted another subscription to Sir Phelpsy, so we appreciate that so much. As we take a look here, Kakumba gets his roll forward. I mean, the absolute whip into that first corner was incredible. Kakumba stayed right with him. All the way around, about as much of a comeback run as Kakumba could have possibly had. Jay throwing that dirt out there on the outside. It's the tire killer on the side of the car. They've got those team cars. Jay throwing that dirt out there on the outside, making it look good. So the votes make their way in. As we look on, Theory and Foxy's machines here. Foxy up against another angry looking Mustang this round. Let's see if he can keep the streak alive here. As the vote comes down to it, about 30 seconds left there. Looks like they are showing Jay a little bit of love. And normally would be making his way to the commentary booth at some time, but he is rolling on through the competition here. So I believe he's going to stay in his race car. But Jay coming with the victory there. We will get those scores updated. But a great job from both guys. So Theory and Foxy, they are lined up. They are ready to roll. And we will see what these guys have got. Theory's going to be on the lead. Foxy's going to be the first machine to roll here. They flash their lights, they let each other know they are good to go. Great launch from both guys. Theory with that horsepower, man, he's taking off, but Foxy says, I ain't letting you run away from me. Staying right in the tire tracks there. Takes a little bit of an inside line, says, I've got to be able to keep up. But is all that horsepower going to work against Theory on the way through? Oh, big leg there from Foxy. Great work from both of these guys. Yeah, it was definitely a lag spike there on Foxy. I hope that didn't affect his run. I hope that was just on our end of things here. Get another look at that one as these guys line back up again. All right, you see them in a great there with Foxy. I'm not sure if the server lagged on his end and he thought he was running into the back of Theory. You see him flash his lights there. I wonder if he thought he made contact with Theory. On our end of things, he did not. But that was definitely a little bit of an unfortunate situation there. But I don't think it affected the overall outcome of the run, or at least you guys' view of what the run was going to be. So we will see what we get on, and when we flip things around here, we got Foxy on the lead line this time with Theory chasing. Hopefully we don't have any more network spikes such as that, but we will see what we've got. Great start from these guys. Foxy knows with all that Mustang power behind him, he's going to have to take off and get away from him, but it's going to be hard to do. He turns it all the way sideways, so much angle there. Theory tries to match as best he can, but he had to slow it down, but he's able to get back to the door right here on the funnel. What work from Theory to get back in that one. A good lead line from Foxy. He got a little bit too much angle going into that long U-turn. We will take another look. Cooked it in there just a touch. You see him straighten back out. There he does an awesome job staying off of him, not making contact, and keeping the run going. They keep it nice and smooth all the way through there from that point forward. So the votes are up. Let us know what you think, who you want to see move on into the contender round. But meanwhile, we have one more pairing to go. DK and Wayne are here ready to rock. Now, of course, you know we've got the three-wheeling machine of Wayne here in his 180SX, but the horsepower and control coming from DK. This should be an absolute banger of a pairing here. You see Jay lined up there in the background, ready to see who his opponent is between Theory and Foxy as those votes come in. Got a little bit of time left on that, about 30 seconds left to get your vote in there. Taking a peek back over at our chat this evening, we have another follower from Duran TTV. We appreciate you. Thank you for coming to hang out. Hope you're enjoying the show. Hope everybody's enjoying the show. You can throw an exclamation point slide style in the chat, which will take you on over to the official Discord of Slide Style. Let you know everything you need to know if you are interested in joining up and being a part of a Slide Style event. It is always a fun time, and we are working towards, we do one event a month, and we are working towards our World Finals in October, a legendary Ebisu drifting course. There is going to be all kinds of prizes in store at that event, and then of course each monthly event, it's a $20 gaming gift card to the winner, be it through Steam, PlayStation Network, or Xbox, or Microsoft Store, I guess, however you want to look at it. But the winner of each event receives that. And sometimes the other drivers will put up a little bit and say, I think I've got something this time. And they'll throw it into the pool for the winner and say, if you can beat me, you can go get it. Meanwhile, the votes are in Theory comes away with the win over Foxy, and he is going to move on. So it'll be Jay versus Theory. First driver's up in the contender round, but up next we've got to find out between DK and Wayne who is going to be the next driver to move on. And then don't forget about our redemption round. So Kakumba, Foxy, and whoever does not make it out of this pairing here will get your vote to see if you want to watch them run again. And they'll do one more time to move on. See if they have a chance to win here at Mondello Park. But we are up and rolling with Wayne and DK, and these guys definitely are going to bring it. That is for sure. You know, Wayne on his chase runs, he can get up on your door all the way, and it's turns like these where he shines. They both get out in the dirt, they stay off of each other. It's an off-roading event here, slide style, but they both gather it up, no worse for wear. But that kind of threw their momentum off for the funnel turn there, but they both gather it back up. Look at that, side by side, just touching on the way around. These guys can put on a show, man. They know exactly how to do it every time. Let's watch that one more time. I can't believe how well they were able to hold on there in the dirt. Oh, don't tell me we don't get to see that one again. I was gonna say, but it was a good start from both of these guys here. Staying together, matching the angle, matching the speed. They get into the big U-turn and get out in the dirt a little bit. And once you get out in that dirt, once it grabs a hold of you, it doesn't want to let go, but both of them do a good job not collecting into each other, trying to keep the momentum as best they can. They finish out the line. That was the best possible outcome for that situation right there. These guys have flipped it on around. We see that Wayne is in the lead position. DK is ready to chase. He will roll first, and that's when we will know that these guys are ready to tear it up. They let each other know. They flash their lights, and they get to moving. See how DK does on his chase here. Wayne's car just carrying so much speed. DK is going to have to straighten out on this section, which he does, and it is able to get back to Wayne. Stays to the inside to keep up the speed. Matches the angle perfectly. Let's see how they get through the funnel turn here. DK is able to mash on the throttle, but the grip that Wayne's car is able to manage is just absolutely unbelievable to watch. So we'll check in on it one more time. We get here. I mean, DK doing a great job. He knew that Wayne was going to have the speed advantage there with how light that 180SX is, and he did a great job managing his line to stay behind. But it is tough to compete with that absolute grip machine there Wayne brings. So you can see these guys are hanging out, waiting to find out the final vote here between Wayne and DK is who's going to move on to the next one. And then we will hold our vote for the 3 drivers that do not make it through, which will be Kakumba, Foxy, and whoever's not going to make it through this vote. Pick your favorite driver of who you want to see run one more time. We will rack them back up and do it again. Those two can fight over the last spot in the contender round. Vote is coming down to it here, just a few seconds left. Appreciate all of our new followers, Joan and Micah. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the SLIDESTYLE event this evening. And it looks like Wayne is going to come away and move on to the contender round. So the vote is going to be between Kakumba, Foxy, and DK to see who makes their way into the redemption round here. That vote will be making its way into your chat in just a moment. Meanwhile, we'll take some looks around the beautiful sights of the Mondello Park here. So pick your favorite driver. The vote is now up. Who do you want to see have another chance at making it to the finals? And while we're getting that vote in, we'll take another look. I'd like to try to get updated on the chat. It's a little bit difficult running the SLIDESTYLE event like this, but I like to keep up with everybody. Joan is asking, how do I compete? I've been searching for something like this forever. Well, exclamation point SLIDESTYLE. There you go. Charlie giving you the link. That is everything you need to know is there. SLIDESTYLE is all about having a good time, having fun. Anybody that plays on any console, if you have CarX and you enjoy drifting and you want to be a part of it, SLIDESTYLE is the place to be in. We'd love to have you. The weekly schedule, the regulations, and everything is on the Discord, so be sure to take a look at that. We can bring up the schedule for next month's event while we get our redemption vote going. So our event registration will be open for next month's event at Red Rock on June 3rd. We'll have an open practice. Everyone is, of course, welcome to come hang out. We listen to music. We have a good time drifting around, sliding around, discussing our cars' tunes, paint schemes, and everything like that. June 10th will be another open practice. And then June 16th is when we will close our event registration. There will be a practice for the qualifying drivers. The qualifying will be on the 17th, is that following Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then the final is June 24th at Red Rock, 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be a fun time. All are welcome to join. You come hang out with us, practice. The sign-up form will be open. And it looks like redemption is going to be Kakumba and DK. Right, so get our drone camera here all geared up, ready to go. You see Kakumba's car is all lined up and ready to go. He's awaiting DK here to come pull up next to him. I'm hearing from race control at last they heard DK was running over to the porta potties here at Mondello Park, so we're going to have to wait for him to finish that business before we finish this business right here as he lines up against Kakumba. We will see what these guys have got for us to make their way, see if they can get into the contender round here. Here comes that Mustang muscle machine. He lines up alongside Kakumba. these guys are ready to go, we are going to see who is going to be the fourth and final driver in the contender round. They flash their lights, he rolls forward. Kakuma takes the lead, and these guys dive into the first corner. Both of these guys have got a ton of power, ton of speed, but lots of control. We'll see what they can do here. DK is managing really well behind Kakuma. He gets way off in the dirt. He loses it. Comes back to the track. DK, with all the sportsmanship in the world, says, I'll let you get back in front of me. Let's finish this thing out. But Kakuma just overcooked it there just a little bit. Going into that long sweeping U-turn. That is okay. You never know. DK could do the same thing next round, and we'll be on an even playing field. So we will see what we get. We will check that replay out here. So now these guys are going to switch up sides. We're going to have DK on the lead. Kakuma chasing him, and we'll see. You never know. Like I say, you never give up. Because the same thing could happen to DK here, and then it's going to be down to how they finish their runs out. So when race control gives them the go-ahead, these guys are going to launch on away. Absolutely snapping that big Mustang into the first turn. But look at that, Kakuma right up to his door. Look at the transitions there, as close to each other as they can get. Imagine the angle all the way around. How do they handle the funnel turn here? Another great transition, side by side, little contact there. DK had the handbrake in tight all the way around. Looks like neither car is worse for wear as they make it through. Catch another look there to see if anybody initiated contact or if they just came together at the same time. What an awesome start that was. What was that? Now we're going to have to go back. We're going to have to start that up again. Let's see if we can't see one more time. Not sure what's happening with our replay here. Not sure what's up with that, but all right, we should get a good view of it here, as the vote is in the chat for Kakuma and DK, but we'll get another shot of what happened at the end of this run. So you see Kakuma gets all the way up to the door. They're almost wheel to wheel there. Incredible transitions, back and forth, bumpers almost touching on the way across. Now they come together here. It looks like DK over-rotated a bit there and had to back it down, and Kakuma got in the side of him. I think we can basically call that one even off the first one with Kakumba just, you know, losing it and leaving the track and DK having to back it down to stay with him. So I say we'll call him even there. So the vote's going to come through. And that is going to give DK the move on into the contender round. We will take a look at the final four. Group 1, Jay in theory. Jay is going to be your first lead car there. Then Wayne and DK are going to face off again. They're going to get another chance at it here, and we're going to see who makes it to the finals between these four drivers right here. We will see Jay in theory roll up to the starting line. These are two beautiful racing machines right here, and I cannot wait to see what they are going to bring to us here, because they have both had the absolute top-notch level control. It is going to be fun to watch. Flash their lights, Theory gets rolling. That little Corolla is quick, man. You know, Theory's got the ride to keep up with it, and he is staying up by the door on the transitions there. A definite wheelbase difference in these two machines. Jay cut in a little quick there on the turn, but he's able to get it moved over. He makes his way into the... Oh, they almost touched there. It was so close, but they make their way through the funnel turn, close as can be. It is incredible to see that Corolla, the speed that it carries over a Mustang like Theory's. So you see here at SLIDESTYLE, the drifting is so good, it breaks all the technology in the area. You're not allowed to watch it again. Your eyeballs are only allowed to see it one time. These guys are so good, you only get to see it once. But either way, we got our votes in. And they are getting updated in our system now. And it is Theory that comes away with the win and is going to move on to the finals. And we are going to see who they come up against here with Wayne and DK. Wayne is going to be the lead car for the first run. DK says we're good to go. Wayne takes off, and we'll see if the Mustang Power, this is their second time around. DK gets all the way right back up to the door. And they come to that tight entry on the funnel turn. DK is able to stay right with all the grip from that 180SX, but you can see, man, that thing just absolutely takes off. Great stuff there out of these guys. Yep, you're only allowed to see it once, man. You're only allowed to see it one time. But these guys have changed positions. They're going to go at it again. with DK in the lead, Wayne on the chase. We'll see what we get here. What a great lead run from DK here, but Wayne is matching him move for move, keeping the angle, staying on the door. Holds to the inside on the funnel turn there, and they're going to come across the finish side by side. Maybe that one we'll get to see again. We'll give it a try here. Nope, this is back to their first run again. So we're not going to get to see that. So it is what it is there, but we are down to it here. We are going to see in between Wayne and DK who is going to move on to the finals against Theory. Boat is coming down to it. We got about a minute left here. It's gonna be a close one, man. We are gonna see who it is that's gonna line up against Theory here in the final round 5, and it looks like it is gonna be Wayne, who I am pretty sure has appeared in almost every final we have had here in SLIDESTYLE. The man is as consistent as you can get, and he always puts in the work to bring cars that are just perfectly purpose-built for every course we run. But the finals here for round 5 of SLIDESTYLE at Mondello Park is gonna be between Theory and Wayne. And as we take a look at these two mean machines here, this black and red Mustang has been killing it from the time this event started qualifying earlier this evening. And Wayne switching over from the S15 to the 180SX, showing it's not the car, it is the wheelman sitting in there. And he absolutely brings it every time. And these are two of the best drivers we have here in SLIDESTYLE, and we are going to see which one comes out on top for round 5. It is Theory and Wayne. Theory on the lead. They let each other know they take off. They are door to door through the first corner. They are door to door through the second corner. Close on the transitions. How do they handle the big U-turn? They stay right side by side. Perfect transition into the funnel turn. They are just almost touching each other on the way out of there. About a perfect tandem drift run as you can get from these guys. If the replay won't let us see that again, I don't know what to do. We have got to watch that one more time. What an awesome showing that was between those two guys. And nope, we are not allowed to see it. I don't understand it. Don't understand it, but it is all good. You guys saw it. They were side by side. Like I said, these guys are so good, your eyeballs are only allowed to see it one time. So look close and look good, because here comes Wayne and Theory. Theory's going to get the roll first here. Wayne's going to be on the lead, and we're going to see who's going to take away round 5 of the SLIDESTYLE Premier Drift Tournament. They launch into the first corner side by side, just like last time. So much angle from both of these cars, so close on the transitions. Oh, there's contact. They get together. Wayne had to back it down going into the big U-turn there. In Theory was not ready for it. What a time for us to not have replays. But Wayne made it into the corner there, and similar to Kakumba earlier, he made it to the 180-degree turn there, and the car just comes to a stop. Theory had nowhere to go. We are going to leave that one up to you guys in the vote. What do you think? Who's coming away with the win here? Round 5 of SLIDESTYLE. These guys park it up here, and the vote is in the chat. Who do you guys think is the winner? It's gonna be a close vote here. Are we going to see a first-time SLIDESTYLE winner in Theory, or a 3-time SLIDESTYLE winner in Wayne? Vote is coming down to it. Gonna be a close one, but definitely let your voice be heard there in the chat. Let us know who you want to see take away the win here. Between these two machines. What an awesome event, such a fun time, a unique course for sure. Some tight, odd corners that these guys had to definitely work on to get their line together to make it happen. But everyone seemed to have made it through. I couldn't even really get my own handle on that funnel curve there, and these guys were able to just make it look like it was child's play. They do it every time, man. These guys are some of the, I'm telling you, the best virtual drifting drivers in the world are right here at SLIDESTYLE. But the vote is coming down to it. If you haven't voted yet, don't wait till the end. Get it in there and let us know who you think, who you want to see. In the final spot, it's gonna come down to it. It's gonna be close, but it is gonna be Wayne. Three-time, back-to-back SLIDESTYLE champion. Congratulations to Wayne. on a job well done. That is great work out of him there. And he is the round 5 champion. I think him and Theory are going to go for a victory lap here. That is exactly what they're going to do. These guys make their way around. But what a great event. Such a fun time. Look at them right on each other's door. But this is what slide style is all about. Friends, fun, having a good time. Wayne is your back-to-back winner, and he will receive that $20, I believe, PlayStation in his case, PlayStation card. We will get that sent over to him. But what a great night it was. We will head on into the booth here. What an awesome event that was today, man. I appreciate everybody for coming and hanging out and voting in the chat and putting up with the weirdness of the replays. There were little gremlins in the replay messing with everything. But next time around, it is going to be Red Rock next month. You can do exclamation point slide style in the chat to let us know if you want to be a part of it, man. It's all the information you need to know is all in there. But come join us, come hang out, come watch, come participate in practices. It's always a fun time, 150% of the way. We love it, and we love all of you guys for hanging out with us. I got to thank my broadcast partners helping me out in qualifying with DK, Jay, and Akuza. And of course, Rapid Fire Charlie. She is our race director, and she is in charge of race control throughout all of our slide style events, and she does an incredible job every single time. It is always fun stuff. Unique situation tonight being qualifying and in our main event back to back, but we were able to get it done and had such a fun and great time. And congratulations again, three-time champion and back-to-back champion, rounds 4 and 5. Wayne coming away with the victory. We are going to have to get out of here for tonight. Until next time, I've been Alex, and I've been on your screen, and we have brought to you Slide Style right here in Mondello Park, round 5. Wayne is your winner, and we will be in Red Rock next month. So next Friday, open practice. Put together a drift car and come hang out with us, and we'll see you then. Until next time, everybody be safe. Have a great Memorial Day weekend if you're in the U.S. Otherwise, have a good weekend in general. We will see everybody next time. Be safe and take it easy.